I set the perfect trap for my girlfriend's biased best friend and watched her brain short-circuit live. You know that friend who thinks her girlfriend can literally do no wrong? If she robbed a bank, this friend would somehow find a way to blame the bank. That's Amanda, my girlfriend Chloe's best friend, and dealing with her is exhausting. Last Sunday, Chloe and I got into a massive fight, going nowhere. Finally, she snapped. Let's just call Amanda. Put her on speaker. She'll tell you exactly how out of line you are. Normally, I'd shut that down immediately. Bringing Amanda into our arguments is like pouring gasoline on a dumpster fire. She's never once, in the history of ever, ruled against Chloe. But this time, an idea hit me. Fine, I said, leaning back. We call her. On one condition. What condition? I tell the story first. Start to finish. No interrupting. No correcting me. Let Amanda give her honest verdict. Then, and only then, you get to talk. Chloe smiled. Way too confident. Deal. She dialed. Amanda picked up instantly. Hey girl, what's up? Hey Amanda, it's Liam, I said. Chloe and I need an unbiased opinion. I'm going to tell you what happened. We want your honest, brutal take. Spill it. What did you do? She said, already cracking her knuckles through the phone. So, I started, sighing dramatically. Thanksgiving weekend. We're visiting Chloe's parents in Florida. We're at this expensive seafood place, and halfway through dinner I get upset over a sarcastic comment her dad makes. I paused. Let it sit. Instead of acting like an adult, I continued, voice full of fake remorse, I threw an actual tantrum, made a scene, stormed out. I glanced at Chloe, dead silent, eyes huge. But here's the part that makes it worse, I said, softer now. I had the keys to the rental SUV, so I got in, drove back to the Airbnb, and turned my phone off. I left Chloe, her parents, and her 80-year-old grandmother stranded at the restaurant in the pouring rain for 3 hours. Silence. Then Amanda exploded. Liam, are you actually insane? That is the most toxic thing I've ever heard. You left her grandmother stranded in a rainstorm? You're a walking red flag. This is textbook toxic masculinity. Chloe needs to dump you today. This is 100% on you, you absolute monster. I let her go for a full 60 seconds. Didn't say a word. When she finally ran out of steam, I looked at Chloe. Your turn, I whispered. Chloe cleared her throat. Amanda? Voice shaking already. So, actually, we were at Liam's parents' house in Ohio. Pause. And I was the one who got mad, she mumbled. I took his car. I left his mom, his dad, and his grandma stranded at the mall for 3 hours. Silence. The kind you could hear ringing in your ears. I took a slow sip of coffee and just waited to see how Amanda would handle the plot twist she never saw coming. 15 seconds. Nothing. Then Amanda shifted, coughed awkwardly, and said, well, I mean, look, Liam, if Chloe was that upset by your family, you clearly did something incredibly triggering to push her to that point. I nearly choked on my coffee. Yeah, she kept going, confidence somehow rebuilding in real time. You know she has anxiety. She basically had to drive off to protect her own peace. You failed to create a safe space for her. Honestly, Liam, this says a lot about your emotional intelligence. This is still on you. The mental gymnastics were Olympic level. Gold medal. Flawless landing. She flipped the entire script in under 30 seconds flat. I didn't even bother arguing. I just looked at my completely stunned girlfriend, gave her the biggest smile I could manage, and hung up the phone. We have never, not once, asked Amanda for relationship advice since. This runs right around 750 words and keeps the punchy, short paragraph rhythm that tends to perform well for this kind of story format. Quick setup to escalating dialogue to twist to payoff line. Want me to also draft a shorter hook/caption version for a social post, or adjust the tone, more sarcastic, more dramatic, etc.?